Okay, guys, this is a test. This is one of my new cameras that I'm going to be setting up, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it there or if I'm going to mount it someplace else. But this is a larger view of the workshop, so we can do layouts and then maybe zoom in when we're doing tracks. So I'm not necessarily holding the camera. If you can, my fellow, let's see here. I've figured out how to, I've got two cameras. Let's see if that one works. I'm doing this all by myself, okay? So, let me see if I can hear myself. I know you guys like all this technical stuff. All right. I do too, actually. I haven't done this in years. I used to do this all the time. Upcoming. It says that I'm live. That's not there. Let's see here, YouTube. Your channel. Let's see if it's there. All right, here, ProTinker Live. Let's see. All right. I do too, actually. I haven't done this in years. I used to do this all the time. All right. Upcoming. Let me switch the camera again. Live. That's not there. Let's see here. Okay, so Javier, Flintlock, and Silver Cobra looks good, baby! Yeah! Woohoo! All right. So I've done this without my millennial son that thinks he knows everything. Yeah! This is sweet. Okay, so now I've got three more. I have more cameras, but I don't think I'm getting sound out of that camera. Let me see here. Looks good, baby. Yeah. So I've done this without my millennial son that thinks he knows everything. Okay, so, all right, so it looks like we've got my desktop camera, and then I have my telescopic camera. So when I'm sitting down, I want to talk close, and I'll do that. Otherwise, this is the telescopic camera, and so it looks like now my computer over here is the delay computer, so I might be looking at that once in a while, but I'm gonna move this over here. So this is the shipping table, and we are inventorying all my fly cars. I have too many fly cars. Yeah. Just give you an idea. This is a fly car. That's just one of them. Okay. You want a nice car? You want to order a nice car? This is a nice one right here. That's really cool too. Now don't forget, so we're on a 30-second delay. Let's see here. So we've got Steve Stroud says okay. There is sound. We are what is it? What's it all? It's all called. We are go for launch. Okay, go for launch. This is pretty exciting, isn't it? So we could sit here and get things all done and everything. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to show up and hey, how you doing there, guys? Hey, it's Professor Wacko. Hey, how's everybody doing today? We're going to have a lot of fun today, just kind of have some levity, and we're going to try to get done here today without my brother showing up, because my brother's a real jerk. Oh, no, stop that, Professor Wacko. Put me away. Okay, so that was Professor Wacko. So anyways, we are counting all the cars. Not got Professor Wacko. Okay, so we just started the stream. So far we've got 4 people, which is fine. I'm not really expecting to get 40 million people right now. The one set that I was going to show people, which was going to be the Stock Car Challenge by Scale Electric, but unfortunately, I have all these cars on the table because we are reorganizing the. See, back over here is where all the fly cars go. Can you hear me over there? Right here. And so I have to. I keep bringing more cars in, and I have to make sure that my numbers are right. So let's sit down here and look at something here, guys. What the? Okay, so this is another podcast, and I want to get my other camera, because then I want to do another camera over here. I have a feeling I'm going to turn this into a studio down here, down by my desk. But for today, I'm going to go back and forth to see how easy it is for me to go from one camera to another, and be able to get everybody without screwing everything up. I have no idea if you understood what I just said. If you didn't, that's okay. Let's see. I gotta figure out how I want to put this so it's over here. I'm gonna stick that over here. There we go. Because I can switch my cameras at will. So and then I can change the camera by twisting. I can go like that if I wanted to give you guys a better look. And I can move the camera if I wanted to closer to here. So a lot of this is experimenting. I hope you guys understand that I'm doing this kind of just on the cuff. I have no, I'm not a broadcaster, even though I used to do Walter Cronkite, but I won't do him now. But anyways, we've got like 3 people. Oh no, my son's on. Lincoln, go back to work. Go back to work, Lincoln. Don't just go back to work. You're going to need a mic on your person. Oh, okay, so now you need a label mic. Okay, Steve. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Lincoln. Thanks, Steve. I need a label mic. Whatever the heck a label mic is. Send me a link of what a label mic is. Or a lapel mic. Okay, wireless lapel mic. That means I got to get all this other stuff. Oh my gosh. Well, just try to listen as best you can, okay? So the set that I was going to show today was the Stock Car Challenge, and It's basically a tri-oval set. Okay. The only problem with this set is it does not have crossovers. And so the outside lane is always going to be the fast or the longest lane rather than the inside lane. And so that can be a problem when you're racing. So you're not going to be able to do an oval layout because the outside lane is always the longest. Now, this is a prime example how you want to take Scalextric and interconnect it with SCX, because you could use their classic track to their new track with the Scalextric converter to then use SCX's crossover tracks, because they have crossover tracks. SCX does. Or you can just go into a figure eight layout. But stock car normally doesn't do figure eight layout. They don't do road courses. They do basically ovals or some type of oval. But scale, and I called Scalextric, and they don't make a crossover track, and they used to with their old system, with the old classic. Everybody did. So you'd have to use a universal. So how would you do that? You'd basically need a set of universals from SCX, from their new universal, the gray track, to the old classic track, and then you'd need a set of Scalextric converters from their classic track to. So you'd need two sets of cross or universal tracks to turn this into a regular layout. But let's look at this real quick. And I'm going to do this on top of all my race cars. Here, you know what? Let me turn the camera over here. Yeah, there we go. So you're getting your two NASCARs, or they're the generics. You're getting two Chevys. You're getting all your curves, your straight tracks, and your bank supports. You're getting all your bank supports, straights, banks, and more straights. Your bank supports to bank the track, your terminal track. So that's what you're getting in the SCX Stock Car Challenge. This is a great value, actually, because of the cars and the amount of track you get. You're getting a lot of track for the dollar. So this is a great buy, because you can add it to the one of their digital tracks and then almost double your layout, because then you can switch the cars and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, there's gonna be a delay. There's gonna be a delay in the digital because of what's going on with the coronavirus. Just everything is, I don't want to say it's spiraling out of control, but right now, I call it the fear. We're just in a fear factor. Okay. I mean, there's just, you got 320 million Americans, and, this is maybe affecting less than 1%. It's, but we don't deal, I don't know. I want to get mad, but I don't want to do that right now, so I'm not going to. So, but if you want me to, I will. So if people say we want to hear your rant, I'll give you a rant that you'll just love. So, okay, so we've got the same people here still looking for SCX to scale. I know. I just got them. Right here, Steve. I can't get the individual converter tracks, so I bought a bunch of SCX sets, and I'm going to take the converter tracks out of here and then sell all the cars and the tracks separately. That's the only way I can do it, Steve. So he wants 6 converters. What the heck do you need 6 set of converters for? 1 set should be all you need, or at least 2. No problem. Did you know a toy gun like the Lawman have a lockable hammer? The Lawman? That's a good question. Let me find out. So Javier or Xavier, do you know a toy gun like the Lawman with a lockable hammer? Do you know a toy gun? What's Well, I mean, I have the Lawman. I don't understand that question, Xavier. I have the Lawman. Let's see here. Well, that's the Outlaw. Okay, so this is the Lawman. This is one of my best sellers, the Lawman. So this is the Lawman, and it's got, this is what's really cool about it. And then this will pop out. And it pops back in. Xavier wanted to know about this, but anyway, so that's the Lawman. Xavier wanted to know that. Why? I don't know, but so we're going to here. Let's let me turn this camera around here. So I got all these sets. I just bought a bunch of these sets. I'm sorry. Okay, so these are the GT championships, and attention, Mark Young, you need in the shed. My kids, you know, I let them play the Xbox too much, and they basically they won't get up in the morning. Okay, so this is the racing champion, GC Racing, and I've got these for $89. I think it's a great price for just a. These cars are worth. I'm going to be selling these separate now because I got to open up some sets for Steve. But these are the cars that are in the Racing Champion. Okay. But you basically get 4 straights. But these are the key pieces. The converter tracks. Okay, these are the ones that convert the old track to the new, and then to the SCX or the Scale Electric track. Yeah, Sector 1, we need Mark Young out here. So I'm going to have a bunch of extra terminal tracks. I'll have extra hand throttle. I have hundreds of hand throttles. So, so all this stuff's going to be sold separate because I got to list a bunch of these on the, because there's no more of these available, unfortunately. It's not something that, I got to see how I can turn that. Anyway, these are the converter tracks. See the connector here to that connector there? Okay, wait a minute, Brian. I'm assuming if you use my SCX, I want to convert. Wait a minute, Brian. I'm assuming if I use my existing SCX track and want to convert to Scalextric, I will need to convert conversion track to whatever track wherever I place SCX lane change. Yes, yeah. He's right. Steve is asking, okay, because what you're doing is, so if you're going to go from, hold on. Everybody calm down, relax. I'm coming back. All right, so this is a good training mesh. Okay, so this is a classic switch track from the Scalextric days. It says right here, Hornby, right there. It says Hornby in there if you can read it. That's a switch track for SCX. Okay. Now, technically, if you took the springs out of this, you would be able to use this on a Scalextric track, and you could set your switches wherever you wanted them to. Okay. But so to connect these two pieces of track, you're going to need this track. So you're going to take this. Well, let's just take this. Well, you don't need that. You're just going to go like this. Oh, no. Here comes trouble. Oh, my gosh. Here comes trouble.
Don't touch your face.
What, like this?
Yeah. Now I go back.
What, like this?
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's that right there. So wherever you're going to do, but you want to try to limit your layout. You know, you don't necessarily have to do a switch everywhere. And you want to try to keep as much Scalextric track in one area as possible, because then you don't need as many of these. Okay. But yeah, you will need, technically you would need a set of these. Okay, so that's connecting the old classic. So what you're doing is, and I don't have a connecting track for Scalextric, which is really frustrating. So let me do something that might help us here. Let me go over here real quick. Okay, so let's pretend this piece is a connector to this, because this is what it does. It connects to this. All right. So technically, I don't have the converter track to this. And I can't get them because their warehouse is shut because of this stupid virus. So now you're going from Scalextric Sport to Classic to SCX Digital. Okay? And so this is kind of like you're driving on concrete, asphalt. So you can use all the Scalextric track in your Scalextric layout and really have kind of a cool layout. It'll look neat. I think it'll look like a real road with if you landscape it, put mountains and trees and everything, you'll have a pretty cool layout if you want. So that's how. But like Steve wanted to buy 6 sets of these, but I think you should Hey there, Mark. How you doing? Say hi to the camera. Mark, right here. Say hi to the camera. That's Mark, my son. He's a 4.0 student. That means he got a 4.0 GPA, and he's the second in his 8th grade class. So there was one person better than he was. So congratulations, Mark. Congratulations for 4.0. Come over here and give me a hug. Mark, come here and give me a hug. He's tired. He played Xbox until 2 o'clock this morning. I did not. Well, how late did you play Xbox till?
9.
9? No, you didn't.
Around 10 or 11.
So this is our camera 1. Wave hi to the camera 1. And that is camera 2. Okay, so you need to start inventorying the cars. Okay, so let's get to that, all right? Because they're going to be inventorying the cars. So let me see what... I'm going to move to the computer camera for a minute while I'm here. Let's see here. All right, so let me check here what the comments are. All right, Silver Cobra, Brian, are you going to carry the Carson digital chip for SCX to Carrera when you use a Scalextric Easy Fit Ready plug? Yes, but it's going to take me time. I'm trying to get into this whole. Unfortunately, I jumped into Scalextric Digital right when we have a shutdown. Just give me a break. So that's still okay. So my Steve Stroud my layout is 65 feet. So yes, I want to put in about 4 or 5 lane changers. Okay. I see. So what Steve is going to do is he wants to put basically, he's going to do a layout kind of like, let me just do a diagram here. He's going to do a layout and in a sense, let me just do here. So this is what he's basically wanting to do. And so these areas are going to be scale SCX. So you would need a set of you're going to need a set of converter tracks here. You need a set of converter tracks here. And of course, I'm doing this the wrong way. Here and here, here and here. So you would need a set of converter tracks. You need a set of converter tracks to connect those pieces of track to the Scalextric track. So yeah, he would need a little bit more switches. Let's see. Exactly, Steve. Oh, you're right. We're all right on the same part. Okay, so he's so everybody, just so everybody knows, let's go to our large cam. We're going to call this the large cam. We see everybody is back here. We got Tim back here. That's Tim back there. Okay, so wave hi, Tim. He hurt his foot last night. We went to McDonald's last night, and he sprained his foot by wrestling with Mark, which he really shouldn't have done that because he's almost 70 years old, and he really should not be doing that when he's that old. And Mark was trying to beat him up, which did not work also. All righty, guys. Let's see if I can change. How
That was really exciting report.
do you zoom in? Fade. Yeah, you're right there, Tim. You're in that camera, okay?
What's that one?
That is there's a 30-second delay.
It's fascinating. Don't touch your face now, though. Just don't touch your face. Don't touch anything like here.
Well, you just did
there.
that. Hey,
Well, like,
look at that monkey butt on the back of his head.
I know.
Look at it. Look at it. Okay, now, are we losing sound? Okay, there we go.
So you come to the card, and then you put that number down, and then you put the item number, and then you sticky note. These two right here, the 88105, and there's 14 of them. And then once you do all that, I want you to tell me all of them, and I'm gonna put them in.
So I should start over here somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out something.
Hey, Dad.
What?
This says it doesn't have like an item number. It has a reference number as A221.
Yes, you just write A221 as the item number. Yes, can I help you?
I just took it in.
What do you?
What's up?
Nothing.
Do I get a break?
You don't get a break. You just started, okay?
Nap. I need a nap.
Unbelievable. The things I have to deal with here.
Why do you have this on over there? Why do you have that throughout the whole thing?
Because so in case we just want to start working, I can check then for comments if people want to. Yeah, you'd figure that they'd want to keep dealers instead of alienating. Bummer. Well, no. Here's the deal with Scalextric or with SCX in Spain. Okay.
FedEx just dropped off a box.
Popcorn.
Oh, gosh.
Popcorn. No, here's the deal with SCX, okay, in Spain. And let me go to the other camera when I talk about this. All right. So what happened with SCX here in the U.S. or worldwide is that they've had 4 or 5. I mean, I've told this before. They've had 4 or 5 licensors, and the latest one was Aduca Boras out of Spain, and the family, the Arnauld family, I think it was. They're the ones that have that own the brand. They own the license, and they didn't want Aduca to have it anymore because actually Aduca was actually doing great things with SCX, and when you know it, when somebody's doing great things, somebody wants to screw it up. Well, this family did, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to deal with these people, and it isn't. It isn't. They've got a salesperson that just had no idea about the U.S. market. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't have any idea how to sell into the U.S. market. And frankly, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was frankly their only hope of expanding into the U.S. market. But they didn't want to have anything to do with it. So, that's what they want to do, so I tried. Yeah, Steve Shroud says SCX Advance has a lot of bugs in it, but I think that Carrera is a superior product. Right, everybody, it's Carrera or it's Scalextric, some people think Carrera is a better system. The best system that was ever out there, and I hate to tell it, because of the switches and everything, and the best system that was ever made was the original SCX Digital. Yes, it had its issues with its chips and its light sensor or its read switches, but it was an awesome system. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. We sold back between 2007 to 2011. We sold nearly 2 million sets. Okay, and it was crushing Carrera and Scalextric, and they went through two different evolutions of their systems because they couldn't get their switches right. Okay, so you have to go with what's out and what's best. Okay, and so it's kind of like Ford and Chevy. Who do you like better, Ford or Chevy? Some people like Carrera. Some people like the track better. Some people don't like the track better. Some people like Carrera Digital compared to Scalextric or SCX Digital. Believe me, I've been through this road for 5-10 years with SCX, so I know it all. And not that I know it. I know all the different comments that have come out. Okay, it's preference. It's what your preference is, and that's just the way it is with slot cars. But um, it we're not ever telling you what to buy. Okay, we're just giving you advices and ideas on what there is. And we want you to get the system that you enjoy. Okay. After looking at Scalextric Digital, okay, I think it's a nice system. I think you'll enjoy it. You can do a lot of expansion. See, the thing you can't do with Carrera is because Scalextric and SCX used to be one company in the 70s, and the track was the same, that you can incorporate all their track now into a really cool layout. That's what not that I all of a sudden realized it, but I was realizing that, man, you could use the bank curve system, the off-road system. You can really incorporate a lot of track, okay, from SCX and Scalextric and combine it into one mega layout. I mean, literally mega layout. And that's why you can use. So if you want to have a bunch of Scalextric switches, okay, so what you could do is, well, you could do it just with a regular standard crossover, okay? You could do that with. But you could set a series of switches that, in one car goes straight and one car goes curves, but you have to take the springs out of the bottom of the car, the track. So you can incorporate these into your Scalextric track. Now let's see. Let's read some comments. So Silver Cobra, yes, I agree. That's why I originally went with SCX. I understand Silver Cobra. I get it. Xavier, can you say hi to your brother for me? Xavier wanted me to say hi to you, Tim.
Hey, Xavier, yo, bro.
Okay.
What's happening?
Okay, I don't even know where I.
It's
Okay.
Xavier.
Yeah, Xavier Escula, Esculla. What is that?
Yo, bro, good to see and hear from you.
Okay, they don't care about you, okay?
He just said.
No, he said, say hi to your brother and tell him to go fly a kite. Okay.
Go fly it. No, he didn't say.
Okay, SCXK.
Yo,
Steve Stroud says SCX Digital was great starting to hit down WOS, but it came with accessories. Track management system sucked. Yes, I agree. Steve, I've done a lot of research in Scalextric, and I'm impressed with their system and their track management system. Yeah, it is good. Silver Cobra, combining the track is great, but I think people want the neat accessories. And Xavier says, hello. Hello, Xavier. Well, see, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, no, 7 years ago now. No, it's probably 8 years ago. Time is flying. I had a huge layout. As a matter of fact, one of the videos, I have a lot of the older videos show my ultimate SCX digital track. But there's a lot of things you can do. And there's an older video of the off-road where I had an off-road track with, an off-road course. It's if you have the room is building your own layout. That's the cool thing about it. And that's why incorporating, I call it the concrete track. This is gray, so it's concrete. With the new track, with the new scale electric track, because there's a lot of accessories. Like, for example, let me show you this track here. I'm going to switch to the other mega camera, or what I call it. I call it the Pro camera. Big camera, yeah. So basically, you'll be able to incorporate. Now, I don't have a lot of these, but you could find some. The super sliding ice effect. So you could add this to your layout, to your scale electric. See the ice effect? All right, so that could be incorporated because that has the old track. So you might want to scoff these up while I still have them. Oh my gosh, isn't it fun? So there's a lot of different. And then I have the bank curves. Standard. Oh, this is the standard bridge. So you could use the standard bridge. You can incorporate it in your scale electric track. So there's a lot of things you can incorporate to make your layout fun. And that's what it's all about. So let's see here. Yeah, Lincoln Young. So do you still have the off-road track? I'll take it off your hands. No, I sold all the off-road stuff about 7 years ago. Now, somebody just sent me something back. What was that? Why did that come back? A kit card. Huh. I didn't want that back. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, guys. If you've got a daughter at home and you want to get her a nice toy gun, get the Texas Rose. Texas Rose, really sweet cut. It's the same as the Lawman. Pretty much same type of gun, but it's a silver. Texas Rose, ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. Kind of similar to Lawman. It opens up like this. And that's the Texas Rose. Texas Rose! Yeehaw! Texas Rose! So we're having a lot of fun here today. We're just, we're counting fly cars. We have to count all these fly cars.
You call this fun?
Yeah, everything is fun. Here's a neat car.
Texas Rose.
So this is 88154, and this is a Chrysler Viper GTS R. This is a rear mount. I think this is a rear or a front motor mount. Yeah, it's a front motor mount. So that one would be hard to digitize. You could do it. It's just that your space is limited up front where the motor is mounted. Well, guys, let's see here. What time is it? How long have we been live? What time is it? Digital 86. You need your brother in all of your videos. He guy are funny together. Okay. So he thinks DPRJ86 thinks that we need to be together.
Well, just don't touch your face. I just don't want you to touch it. And just because you're older than me, you don't have to.
I'm not older than you. Well, how old are you? How old?
I'm.
How old are you?
Let them determine.
How old are you?
How old am I?
You're 68 and I'm 60.
Well, we're not sure.
I mean, it's amazing. Oh, guys, I have to deal with him. I got to run, Brian. Okay, thanks a lot, Steve. Yeah, he's working. I know that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being online. I appreciate. Oh yes, it's Laurel and Hardy. Laurel, it's Laurel and Hardy. Oh no way! We can only take one young at a time. Steve goes, we can only take one young at a time. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I can't just talk all day long. I know.
Yes, you can.
I know. I know.
I gotta listen.
I know that you would like me to do this all day, but we're already hitting. How long have we been on?
44 minutes.
How long have we been doing this?
Only 44 minutes.
44?
Yep.
No, we've been on longer than that.
No, you started at 10.
Oh, that's right. I did start at 10. All right, we'll stop at 11 because we got to get things done. But anyways,
Well, don't threaten them.
don't forget about the Texas Rose for your daughter, and get the Lawman for your son, and Texas Low and a Lawman. Have a lot of fun outside or in the house. And I'm going to put these back. Hopefully we'll have all this stuff put away tomorrow, and I'll be able to set up that that track. Let me put all this track back. Which one is it?
I just want to make sure I had the right count. This 3 here.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, everybody.
Give them another demo. Did you have something else you were going to show them?
What do you mean? I was going to show them?
Yeah, one other item. Can't remember what it was.
Oh, yeah, don't forget, if you're interested in the Slot Car Fest that we're going to do as soon as this pandemic, paranoia, schizophrenic from our government is over. Oh, they're ruining everything. Oh, I hope Trump wakes up. Anyways.
Push the Kool-Aid bottle away.
Yeah, they need to push the Kool-Aid bottle away. Okay, so we're going to be doing a Slot Car Fest. Try to tell as many friends as you can to contact me if they want to either sell or set up. And it's probably going to be $10 for a family and $5 individual for the weekend. It'll be Saturday and Sunday. We're going to have a Friday night midnight race. So that's one idea that I just popped into my head. So if you want to do that, just keep sending comments and messages to me. But I think there's about nothing else that we really need to talk about today. Again, I appreciate everybody watching.
Any last minute questions?
Does anybody have any last minute questions? I think there's Steve Shroud, 46 minutes. Yeah, okay. Javier, good night, Brian, and good night to your brother, Lincoln. He missed so many comments. He could have not handled a chat with 100 ppl. Ha, 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 ha. I live in New York, and I'm a physician. I know, Ralph. I know it's not a hoax, but I don't want to go there. Okay. All right. I get it. My daughter died of swine flu. Nobody wanted to do anything about it. 14,000 died. Now 60 million had it. 200,000 went into the hospital, but we didn't shut the entire state down, the government. That's the comment that I'm trying to make. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. Have your brother in there reading the comments for you. There we go. Yeah, Tim, you need to be reading the comments for me when we do these live broadcasts. That's very good, David. We'll have my brother do that.
How do you do that?
Right here. They come in right here. Okay, now all of a sudden, that camera, it's this camera now. All of a sudden, he's taking over the camera now.
So I get to sit here?
Yes. You have to get to work, though. Okay?
Enjoy the webcast. Please list those conversion tracks on your online store soon. I want to place an order.
I know.
How's that, a radio voice?
All right, well, I'm going to be listing these today, okay? And I don't have a lot of them, but I'll be listing these today. And then the scale electrics, I'm going to go ahead and list them, but I don't have them in stock, so they'll be back ordered until the country gets back in line. Because basically, Ralph is right. Ralph lost. Basically, Ralph said that that it's not a hoax. Yeah, it's not a hoax, but you really have to look at things in perspective. Okay, you cannot shut this government down of 320 million people for 60, 90 days because the ramifications on that would be worse than the virus. The amount of people's misery would be worse than the virus. It's the old, and I hate to use this cliche, it's the old saying that in Spock, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Okay? One person or a few cannot outweigh the entire planet. Okay? It just isn't going to, it would not sustain itself. Okay? And that's the only reason I get upset because under Obama, we did nothing. Now Trump's trying to do something, but it's just overkill. I think you can't shut the government or the economy of
country, not the government.
Or the economy of 320 million people. But I appreciate Ralph. That's my grandfather's name, Ralph Bowers. Ralph. I want to tell you a story about Ralph. No, my Grandpa Ralph.
I know.
We got up in the morning. Hold on a second. We got up in the morning, about 7 o'clock in the morning. We go feed the cows. And we're walking across the field, and Ralph had a cigar. I think he smoked what are those Dutch Masters?
Might have been.
He bought a box of Dutch Masters, and he'd always have his bead down there like this big. Okay, Brian, come on. He'd go. Okay, Brian, come on. Let's go feed the cows. And we'd get up, we'd go across the road, and he had this big field. We start across the field, and this was my first time doing it, and I saw all these little steam pots, steam rising in the air. He goes, and I go, Grandpa, what's all that steam? He goes, Brian, that's fresh cow crap. Well, he used another word. My son is here. I don't want to use the word shit, but he said it's cow crap, fresh cow manure. And that's what it was. They were all over the field. But anyway, that's Ralph. Loved my grandfather. He was a great Republican. He when I visited him for the summer, I had to sit and watch the 1970 convention at his house. He was obsessed with he was a diehard Republican. I'm telling you, I think that's where I got it from, Ralph. So Ralph, I appreciate what you're doing, and thank you very much. Test 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Those are gold right there. Okay, what's yeah, man. Yeah, a man, landscape LOA. Let's see. Sorry to hear that. Very, very sorry for your loss. That's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, guys. Listen, we've got to get some work done. I can sit here but I appreciate everybody watching ProTinkerToys.com live webcam. We're going to be off for the weekend. We'll be back on Monday. I'm trying to set up some type of format, okay? So if I'm not on Monday, I'll try to be. It might not be a full hour, but we'll get back to you. If you have any questions or you have any comments, please just email me, ProTinkerToys.com. And thank you very much for participating in our Friday podcast, live podcast at the shed. in Wayne, Ohio. If you ever want to come to the shed in Wayne, Ohio, just drop us an email or call me and say, hey, Brian, I'm coming on by and I want to stop at the shed at the Shangri-La, and come on over and we'll just sit down and have a nice Coca-Cola, nice hot cold Coca-Cola.
Hot.
So thank you very much, everybody. Ado iso, makido, modido.